Every client that I've had over the years has been a whole new adventure. Some clients already have millions of followers, others I'm helping start from scratch. And then on the other hand, I have clients like Earl Strickland. Freaking Earl the Pearl Strickland. Are you kidding me? That dude has won over 100 championship titles. He's like a 5-time world champion in billiards. Like the fact that I'm working with him, it's unreal, dude. Don't get it twisted. This is not where I started. Let's go back to 2012 when me and my friends couldn't stop playing Halo 3, so we launched a company called Get Pwned Gaming. Started throwing tournaments, and they got bigger and bigger. The GameStop sponsorship seems obvious, but we weren't ready for what happened next.
We did officially get sponsored by Monster today.
As you can see, this was a wildly successful partnership for us, and honestly, this launched Get Pwned Gaming into our next chapter. Looking back on it all, now that I'm editing this video, this was a huge inflection point for my entire life. I mean, think about it. This is the beginning of me learning graphic design, hosting live events, how to navigate the world of sponsorships and brand deals. Realizing nobody knows how to spell pwned. So we rebranded to Tilt Esports and started streaming our tournaments on Twitch. These were the early days before the fancy equipment. I had plastic tables and cheap webcams, but it didn't matter because we were never at a hustle. You see, we took our sweaty try-hard attitude and we brought it to real life. As live streaming video games became a thing, we evolved. At one point, it was our full-time job to just do lighthouse carries for Destiny on the weekends. People wanted merch, so we made it. Some people bought some. I started learning marketing and advertising, and then we sold a lot more. 2016, our community sends us to TwitchCon, all expenses paid. We took full advantage by networking our ass off. That's how we ended up having a beer with this guy. I guess you could say it was the bridge to the next chapter.
The people who are joining us this evening, they are Ryan Simmons and Josh Setterfield. Hey boys!
To get this type of recognition to be aired on national television in Europe. Look, by the way this story's going right now, you probably expect that I would have went on to have a wildly successful career in esports, either with Tilt or with another organization, right? Well, you know, life's funny, and it didn't really end up going that way, so this is what happened instead. When the Tilt chapter ended, I got a job at Best Buy as a sales manager selling all the things with 100 employees. And I gotta be really honest with you, like, it broke my heart to go do this, to go back to having a job, but I had to. I had to take off my entrepreneurship hat and zip up my Best Buy jacket. And the way you know I was good as a sales manager was all the swag I got. For those of you that never worked at Best Buy, you might not understand that each one of those articles of clothing is a trophy. They don't give that out to nobody. In fact, they barely give you enough shirts to work the shifts they schedule you at. In fact, y'all didn't get enough shirts because I got them all. Look, I even had one of these joints. I forgot I even had that. Like, look here, Josh, we get it. You were good. Look, the only reason I went that hard was to prove the point that when I got my job at Best Buy, I took it serious, but I'm still an entrepreneur. I still had to build my own thing, you know? So the entire time that I'm putting in 50+ hour work weeks at Best Buy, breaking all these records, I started a new company called the Billiard Sports Network. Pretty much have taken all the skills that I mentioned from the Tilt Esports chapter, learning the live stream, setting up the live events, graphic design, marketing, advertising, the brand deals, and I put that all into the Billiard Sports Network. And so right out of the gate, we came out swinging. We were dominating the market.
What a jump shot into the sideline.
I know what you're thinking. He's gonna quit his job at Best Buy and he's gonna be doing that full time because look at him go. I've literally been acting this graphic out since 2012. Look, I'm serious, I'm not kidding. I launched GPG, had to rebrand it Tilt Esports, had to completely revamp a company from scratch. Eventually, I have to go get a job at Best Buy. I end up being really good at that, but unfulfilled as an entrepreneur, so I launched BSN, and I spent a few years building that. I gotta be honest with you. This part, this peak has hands down been the hardest part of it all.
If there's one thing I I've learned in my life is that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it?
I spent 4 years using all of my PTO to build the Billiard Sports Network, and when the chapter closed, I walked away with absolutely nothing. Chain Guardians comes in, a crypto company that recognized my talent and recruited me to be their social media manager for a year. You might be thinking, Josh, how'd they notice your talents? Believe it or not, it all started right here on YouTube, on the very channel you're watching. You'll look at my early videos and their crypto content. Just like before, all of my skill sets were now compounding to make my work the best it has ever been. Hey look, there's me. To put it in the perspective of how significant Chain Guardians was to me, I decided to scroll through just some of the images I made for them. This isn't even everything I made. This is literally just one thread of the portfolio. Look, I'm not going to go through every painstaking detail of the year that I worked at Chain Guardians, but I will tell you that I helped them launch 2 other brands, which only built my confidence up even more, showing me what I was capable of. I mean, heck, the Cryptoverse, the marketing campaign we ran for that raised $6 million. It took me long enough to start doing this for myself, didn't it? Oh well, better late than never. My name is Josh Setterfield. Welcome to my YouTube channel.